Welcome to the second episode of Series 49, everyone. We are hanging in there after the last episode. It was touch and go for a little while. Ryan, are you doing okay?
Maybe not in this episode.
Yeah?
There's stuff coming up.
Yeah. Honestly, all of you are in for a treat. And I'm going to say that, I felt no amount of schadenfreude at all. I didn't take any pleasure in any of this.
You can hear it so many times.
Me being like, we told you.
You're like, I know this is a horrible game, but I'm having so much joy seeing Ryan suffer.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, worth it. So definitely stick around for that. But before we let you hear Ryan being upset and me being happy for once, we have some announcements.
Absolutely. First up, we have Deimos Academy is in its final stretches of crowdfunding on Kickstarter as of the release of this episode. I think it's got maybe 1 or 2 days left, so definitely check that out. This is a game we covered on a Spotlight episode last month. It utilizes a coloring book and paper dolls as part of its mechanics, and it's really just a lovely game. So it's fully funded now, which is really great. I know.
It wasn't last time we recorded.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was a couple days after we recorded it, fully funded. And now they're going for some stretch goals. So you can join them just under the wire and help fulfill some of those.
The other game to check out is Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast, if you haven't yet. It is a slice of life magical RPG. It looks phenomenal. The art is beautiful. The game just seems like so much fun. Another one that we covered on a Spotlight episode.
Yeah.
They have added some really phenomenal stretch goals, including a Haith Grant stretch goal at 400K. This would set aside $20,000 in funds for people to create some stuff for the game. Is it just for the game?
Oh, it's for anything.
For anything, right?
Yes, okay. People have created music. People have created other games. People have created art. It's just some amazing stuff.
The first Haith Grant from the Wander Home campaign created a lot of amazing stuff by helping to fund folks who were trying to break into the industry. It kind of helps give them a little bit of a leg up rather than, people just posting their stuff on Itch and hoping for the best. So it's really great to see that they could possibly come back with this campaign. They do need help getting there, though. As great as they are doing to get to this goal, they need a little more help. So if you have not backed the game yet, now is a great chance. This one is on IndieGoGo, not on Kickstarter, but we will put a link to it in the show notes, and we've been tweeting about it as well if you want to find it over there.
Yeah.
It's a cool game. It's a cool game. Cool.
I like it a lot. Another announcement is that I'm in my new office now. You can probably hear a massive difference in sound quality in this cold open.
Ryan is so upset about this difference in sound quality. He's like, there's so much reverb and it's so and I'm like, I can kind of a little bit hear it.
Yeah.
And dear listeners, by the time he's done editing it, you probably won't hear it at all.
I know.
And so he's over here I'm sure that you can tell that it's massively different. And I'm like, that's like a little hollow. Okay. Like maybe you took something down off the wall or you're standing in a doorway.
I'm going to ask Aram to listen and see if he can tell.
Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's like me being I can't tell the difference between real diamonds and fake diamonds. And you'd be like, let me have this jeweler look at them. I bet they can tell. Yes, obviously. Obviously they can tell.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Most of the time I don't.
Either way. So the office is almost done. I've got sound panels going to be coming within maybe the next week or so. And that'll tighten everything up nicely. And I cannot wait.
No, it's going to be really awesome when you're done. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, it's going to look fantastic.
As much as I'm making fun of you, I am excited for you and slightly jealous.
I know.
But
it's really cool. I've got so much space in here for a table and some other stuff. So
activities?
Well, yeah, no, we could record whatever in here. We could even record Dread or Starcrossed or whatever.
I could come to your house?
Yes.
Whoa.
An hour and a half north of you. And
I mean, that's really not that far. I'm going to go to Chicago next week. That's 2 hours.
That's even further.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. It's a nice little podcasting oasis. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really excited for you.
I know.
I, on the other hand, have been hard at work making playlists for our old episodes. Just trying to match genre and vibe to the games that we used and the stories and characters that we made in those episodes. I have been sharing them on Twitter and in our Discord and on our Instagram. If you're looking for a new soundtrack in your life, those are out there. I have done now one for Deadlands Reloaded. I just finished one for Headspace. Mm-hmm. I did one for our Unbound series. Did one for the Christmas Belonging series, and then obviously our Star-Crossed ones from forever ago.
Oh, yeah.
But I am hoping to kind of keep making more if the mood strikes me and I can find enough like genre difference and stuff. But it's been a fun creative activity to like sort of stretch my muscles to like find things that are not what I would pick normally.
I've thoroughly enjoyed them so far. So it's really awesome to see. And if there's anything that you think might belong on a playlist for one of our series for a character, just throw it our way and maybe it'll end up on there.
Definitely.
In other news, we just passed our 4-year anniversary for podcasting, and we would love to do a Q&A mailbag episode to celebrate like we did after our first year. We have a Google form where you can submit questions to us and we'll answer them in an upcoming episode. You can find that at questions.charactercreationcast.com. If there is anything you want to know about how we make the show, our thoughts on elements of game design, or if you're looking for advice on your next character, we'd love to hear from you. We have a link in the show notes as well. We also have a link on our Discord at discord.charactercreationcast.com. So there's plenty of ways to get the link and get your questions to us. We already have quite a few that I'm really excited to answer. Some that I have no idea how to answer yet, but we'll find a way.
And how many of them are terrible questions that I'm going to hate answering?
At least 3. Cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Love it.
At least 3.
Okay.
But it's fine.
It's fine. It's great. Well, everyone, that's it for announcements. Thank you for sticking with us through all of that in anticipation of what's about to come. Please enjoy this episode.
It sure is.
It sure is an episode.
On the last episode of Character Creation Cast, Jeff was making an undead, Jon was making a deity, Amelia was making a Usiform robot, and I was making a changeling. We're picking up right where we left off last time. Enjoy.
All right, I suppose I should figure out how many powers, talents, and contacts I have.
I just rolled and got a 95, which means I have 10 friggin' powers.
Oh,
I was
that's
hoping
amazing.
to avoid...
I haven't even got into weak. You know what? I'm going to save.
I have 2.
I'm going to save the.
2.
Do I have to roll weakness for all of my forms? Do I have to roll weakness for all my forms?
Probably. I mean, you could just roll it once and say, this is the weakness I have for all my forms.
Yeah, just do it that way. It's much easier.
Oh, my goodness. Might as well.
In fact, I'm sure you're supposed to. Because having a different weakness for each one would just mean that you're constantly shifting to avoid your weaknesses.
I know. Right.
Now I have +2 powers because I'm a deity, so I go to 4 powers.
All right, so let's see. I got 10 powers.
1 talent and no contacts.
I got 4 talents and 4 contacts out of a possible 5. Okay. That's
right. 68.
That's so much work.
As a
energy depletion is my weakness. That makes sense for all my weirdness.
Yeah. As deity, I automatically get a travel power.
Ooh, that is good.
So there's a stimulus. That's the energy depletion. Then there's the effect that I roll.
Yes.
So here it's 53, which is incapacitation. And then duration 8. Continuous with contact. Interesting.
So you get knocked out as long as someone is draining your energy?
Yeah.
All right. My travel power is teleport others.
Not yourself.
Not me.
You could just send kids on their way to various trick-or-treat houses.
Yeah.
I banish you to the rich people houses with full-size Snicker bars.
I'm about to send this kid to the Shadow Realm.
Okay, so I rolled that I get 2 powers.
I'm so far behind. Where am I at now?
You shouldn't be that far behind. If you were just doing your
You just did weaknesses, right?
I skipped like half of my stats.
Because you're going to come back to them.
Yeah,
all right,
I'll come back to them later.
If you're done with weaknesses, just roll a D100. You should be on power generation, which is on page 14.
Okay.
And find out how many powers you have.
I guess.
14.
What am I looking at here?
Power.
Okay, what did you roll?
I rolled a 95.
Same as me. 10 powers out of a possible 12, 4 talents out of a possible 4, 4 contacts out of a possible 5. This is useful because you have so many forms, which means that you can now have some powers.
Split powers.
Yeah.
You can split powers, yeah.
Yes.
That's nice.
And then you're going to put 10 entries on your sheet that you're going to fill out. Some of these cost 2 powers. Some of them force you to take an extra power that makes sense for them. So whenever you see that, if you get one that's like, oh, you took, teleport through time. This automatically comes with the regular teleporting. Put them both down. You have both powers and you lose a slot.
So then for picking the powers, we roll on this like power class thing and then go to that table and then roll again. Okay. All right. So I only have to do this twice. But
10 powers, huh?
Yeah. All right. So first thing I rolled is 86 or power control, which is a bummer for the first power, but we'll make it work.
the first one I rolled 37, which is magic.
Magic.
22, which is energy emission. Do I go to an energy emission? Oh, there's an energy emission subtable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
26, fire generation.
Cool. Yeah, you can generate fire with one of your forms or with all of them.
Nice. Okay.
All right, so I got a 35, which is magic transferal.
Fighting.
Yeah, you get fight power.
Amazing.
I seem to have rolled something called Gestalt. I have no idea what that is.
That's a combination of multiple things.
Yeah.
Where, there's a Gestalt Heroes Unlimited, I think, in one of the sub power books or whatever, PCC or whatever, RCC. I don't know what they call them anymore.
I'm going to re-roll this one because since I'll be running the game, this one requires interaction with other players. And since I'll be running the game,
you have to combine with someone.
I'm not going to use it because...
I mean, isn't that like the Megazord power effectively?
The Marvel example that they list is Aurora and Northstar, but I would also suggest Fenris. You have to write down the two characters when they
get your Wonder Twins.
It's a Wonder Twin thing, which since my character is going to be a background NPC, I don't want to mess with everyone else's characters. So I'm just going to re-roll it.
I got weapons tinkering as my second power.
Nice. That's pretty much forge. You just make stuff. That's going to be a bummer because you'll have to interact with a bunch of subsystems, and I guarantee you I will never let it happen in an AP because we won't have the time.
Physical enhancement.
I'll just be like, fine, you have a pistol now.
Yeah. This is the most wild amount of tables I have ever seen.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Yep. That's the Ultimate Powers book.
I like that I have two powers, and one of those powers is giving my power to other people.
Nice.
Can you give that power to other people?
Nope.
Defensive
Very clearly says that you cannot.
Oh, okay.
8. Body armor.
Body resistance. P2.
Rolling again.
God.
Mental enhancement.
The other thing is each one of these powers itself has a rank. I think they all roll on rank 5. I'm trying to remember if that's correct or not. Or on column 5.
Okay.
I'm trying to dig that information up. Give me just a second.
59. Mental enhancement. Mental enhancement. Oh, there's a whole bunch of these.
Hyper intelligence. This is so boring. I have one power that's like to give my power to other people, and then the other one is be super smart.
All you can do is make other people super smart. You can just re-roll. No one's going to get mad at you.
I just got hyper intelligence as one of my powers.
See, that's what's exactly what I just got. So.
You just got hyper. How did both of us get hyper?
I don't know. But I think I'm going to roll again because that's like
Trash.
Yeah. Like if all I can do otherwise is give that power to other people, that's stupid.
You're like, I'm smart, and I can be dumb if I want someone else to be smart.
Right? I can make you smart too.
That's some Xanthian crap. No one wants that.
All right, I've got 6 more powers to generate. This is time consuming. Welcome to the 80s. 100 travel. I wasted my 100 on travel.
No, you didn't. You get travel.
I guess that's true. Where's my travel table? Travel powers. 57. Oh, it goes to the next page.
Yep.
Okay. Hello. Skywalk.
What's up, Luke?
Seriously.
So let's see. Rank 72 on column 5.
I'm sure there's parts in the book that explains these all to the nitty gritty detail, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You can just use a control F to dig up the name of the power and go down to it.
Lordy. 37. Magic. Ooh, I've got magic in one of my forms at least.
All right, now I have disintegration.
Oh.
That's a pretty good album.
96. Warding. MG13.
All right, let's see. That would be a...
If you do a find on that code, does that take you right there?
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's kind of smart, actually. I was like, what are these codes for? Why? This is weird.
Pretty future-proofed, huh?
I guess that makes sense. All right. So I've got 4 more abilities to roll. Another fighting ability. I'm going to reroll because it's the exact same one I rolled before.
There you go.
Martial supremacy.
You're just slightly better at fighting than whoever you happen to be fighting.
Oh, that's kind of wild.
Yep.
That's a wild and crazy kid.
Feels a lot like one of my favorite characters from Heroes Unlimited that I had played, Mishra. She had natural combat ability. So like after one melee round of 15 seconds of observing somebody fight, she got that person's combat stance or martial arts at her level and like on top of the stuff she already had.
Yeah, that's a good one. Ooh, that's cool. So far, this character is just... I've only rolled 2 of my 10 powers because I've been explaining a lot and looking things up, but I my 2 powers are body armor and force field versus hostiles.
Back off.
No one's getting anywhere near him.
Matter control. That sounds cool. 75. Molding.
Which sadly is the ability to like shape wood with your hands and not the ability to mold.
Oh no.
Hey, if I'm playing an undead guy, I would love to be all moldy.
2 more, and then I'm done rolling my powers. I'm glad I didn't have to do this for each of my forms.
Yeah, you're gonna split them out amongst your forms instead.
Yeah,
I'm probably taking forever because I'm rolling the ranks up while I'm doing this, which is probably backwards because it means I'm moving around too much. So I'll stop doing that.
I got body armor as one of my abilities as well.
Yep, it's a good one to get.
All right, last one. I want something super exciting.
Travel power. And travel power is...
Yeah, I know. I would have loved a power that like helped define me a little bit more, but...
Give yourself another one. Cut your resources down by 1 and you could have 1 more power. That's the real rule. I'm not making stuff up.
This time.
Oh.
I don't know. What were my resources to begin with? How do I know that?
You got to roll that.
You got to roll it. Just assume you have a -1 to it and roll yourself another power for fun.
Okay.
I've got matter creation powers. And if I roll 89 or higher, I could be a podcaster because it's got webcasting.
That's definitely what that means.
Yeah, that's what in 1986, that's what that meant.
We don't have to worry about that because I got mechanical creation. I guess that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
MCR4.
Chemical romance?
I have a floating disc. All right, that's my travel power, floating disc.
That's kind of cool. I like that power though.
Yeah,
Just floating around on a disc or multiple.
it makes
discs.
sense for like a Sentai thing for sure.
Yeah.
I did just get webcasting.
Amazing.
Which makes sense because I kind of want to be a cool spider robot. So.
Oh yeah. I want to see what Skywalk is.
I believe there's a Herald of Galactus that has it. It's a guy who can just walk on the sky.
A peculiar form of flying. Can walk along an invisible path that is created in the air.
Mhm.
Only serves the hero and only exists as long as he concentrates on maintaining its existence. Intangible to others unless the hero can extend its benefits to them by such powers such as such means as power stunt, power transfer, or telekinesis.
I just got my first one that counts as 2 powers. You can tell if they're double powers, by the way, because they have an asterisk after their name.
Oh, should I have been looking at that?
Yeah. If it has an asterisk, that means it's 2 powers.
Yeah.
Okay, let me look at all my things again. I might have rolled too many.
So let's see. Energy emission.
Goodness, so many things to keep track of here.
Yeah.
Skywalk is not.
All right. So that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but one of them's 2, so it's 6. So I have, 2 more powers to go. Oh, no, wait, I had 10. I have 4 more powers to go.
And I have 1 more power. And I keep rolling double powers. So I'm like, oh, can't take that one. Let's re-roll.
All right. A physical enhancement of, okay. Sure, it's another double power, but I can afford another double power.
At this point, as many as you have to roll, it's almost better to take double ones.
It is. I only have to roll 2 more now because between those 2 and the other 4 I have, I'm up to 8.
Oh, I have to re-roll my matter creation because that's my only double power, and that was the very last one I had rolled. Mechanical creation.
That makes it easy.
Yeah, you can either get rid of a power you already rolled to take the double or just re-roll a different power.
I'm going to re-roll a different power. Elemental creation.
Nice.
Sounds fine. All right, 10 powers, 5 forms, 1 person.
All right, 1 more.
Wow. And I can get 2 more powers throughout play, right?
Although, as I mentioned in the earlier discussion, they are so wildly expensive that you just never see it actually happen.
Okay. Theoretically.
I mean, who knows in an AP? I'm not using any of these rules.
Wow. So I finally, after 4 rolls, got a non-2 power for my last power.
Nice.
And managed to get True Sight so I can see through any disguise so I know what you are behind your costume. God of Halloween. Although my other powers are so dumb. So I can teleport others. I have telepathy. I have body resistance, so I'm just tough. And then True Sight so I can see through disguises.
Well, that's nice and straightforward. I think I'll just keep it because that way I don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, so here's my list of powers. When I haven't rolled the ranks out on all of them yet, but all right. So I have 10 powers, and 2 of them are double powers. Those 2 double powers are zombie animation.
Whoa.
So my character can raise zombies from the dead.
So you're a dead guy that can raise dead guys.
That's right, I'm a dead guy who can raise dead guys.
Love it.
And the other one is true invulnerability, where I just don't, it's like a double power. The character is just really hard to damage, which is great when you combine it with his body armor and his force field versus hostiles.
Yeah. You're like, I finally got through your armor and your force field. I don't take damage
Yeah, it
anyway.
doesn't matter. The first 2 powers I got don't do anything.
Is it just a ruse then? It's like just for show.
He's full on indestructible and also has a bunch of armor and stuff on to make sure that you don't even try.
Yeah.
Then his other powers beyond the body armor and the force field are the floating disc, which is he flies around on a flying surfboardy thing. Shadow casting, where he can create pools of shadow and make weapons out of them and stuff.
You and your shadow stuff.
Natural weaponry, so he can just sort of pull weapons out of his arms and so on. And growth, where he can get all huge.
Nice.
And gross, where he can be all gross.
He has a growth.
Well, I think that's at a baseline, being undead.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's perfect. He's like a Frankenstein who can grow all huge and summon zombies.
That's amazing.
Stop making characters that can just get bigger.
Hopefully I roll really low on that so we can only get a little bigger.
Oh, yeah. I've got feeble growth.
No, he's just my elephant from the Heroes Unlimited game. Dead.
Yeah, you're a dead elephant.
Dead elephant. Yep.
His new name is Elephant Graveyard.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah. The zombies he summons are little elephants. It's the whole thing.
no.
Little pink elephants.
It's not very Halloween, but
No. But they wear a spooky mask.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, they're elephants wearing spooky little masks.
That's terrifying.
Each one of them's got a headband with cat ears on it and a cat tail tied to its regular tail.
So how do I how do I figure out what these things do exactly? Like I'm looking at the body armor one that I have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to figure out what these do before I can assign them to my forms.
I just looked. I have body armor too, and it is badly written. I think you just get a suit of armor with a rank equivalent to the rank power of the power. So all powers are rolled on the column 5 from the character creation chart.
Oh, did you look that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what you're going to do is now go up to that chart and roll all your powers ranks.
Oh, Lord. Okay. This is like the opposite of convoluted is what I'm getting.
So it's very straightforward. Okay, so I got to roll this a bunch of times. Here we go. Well, something is going to be absolutely terrible. What'll it be?
And you wonder why most of the character sheets that you had found are character generators.
Oh, yeah, because random character generation in this is a hoot. So, I mean, being able to smack a button and just see a whole character. I have one open right here. I can just scroll up a bit and, okay, roll everything. Okay, I got a humanoid race, the origin of a technical procedure. He has 14 powers. They're really weird. He's got a lot of animal mimicry and hyper leaping. I feel like I might have just made Animal Man entirely with a random button press.
Animal Man!
Well, I get a feeble. I'm going to put it on growth. He can get a little bigger.
My weapons tinkering is amazing. Rank 46.
Can we pick we can just roll and pick which ones we want to assign it to?
I was just doing that because I'm a big old cheater, but yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Do as you will.
I'm just going down the line and dealing with what I get.
Yeah. All right. So I get an amazing flying disc. I'm going to say that is a tombstone.
I got a poor hyper intelligence. But I'm an amazing Skywalker.
Remarkable at zombie animation.
I can't even figure out what half of this stuff means at this point.
You'll have to go look them all up. Luckily, we have lots of time between this and when we have to record the other one.
Uh-huh. So am I recording the rank number, initial rank number for all of these?
Put down the name and the initial rank number.
Oh, I need the name too? Oh,
no,
Lord.
you don't need it, but it's really useful to have.
Yeah,
because
okay.
it'll tell you when you column shift. If you column shift from remarkable to incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're almost there.
Now to figure out what my one talent is.
Come on, partying.
It's a weapon skill. That's terrible. I don't want weapon skills. My strength is so huge, but your damage is based on the weapon you use.
Yep.
So if I punch you, it's absolutely unearthly powerful, but if I pick up a baseball bat, it sucks, and I'm just hitting you for baseball bat damage.
Unless you find an adamantium baseball bat. Okay, he has excellent shadow casting.
Great. I have my weapon talent is sharp weapons. As soon as that knife gets dull, can't use it anymore.
Amazing true invulnerability.
Wow.
Yeah, he is. The one thing I can say for sure about my character is they won't take any damage.
Yeah.
Not that it'll matter.
I've got four amazing powers. Weapons tinkering, skywalking, martial supremacy, and elemental creation.
Nice.
I almost feel like my defining power is there.
Probably. I mean, I know that my character has feeble growth and a typical suit of power armor. So
I have excellent magic transferal and typical disintegration, but my webcasting is monstrous. So
at least amazing. Webcasting, we know exactly what it is. Like it's understood from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hosting a Twitch stream.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. But it's old. So it's like hosting an IRC chat or a LAN party.
Yes.
Man, I had, of my 4 powers, one of them where I rolled 100 on it and got monstrous, and it's for telepathy, and it doesn't matter. Unless I really want to talk to someone who doesn't want to talk to me, I can be like, no, you will hear me in your brain. I have amazing teleport others, and then typical for my body resistance and true sight.
I guess I got to go do my contact and 4 talents and all that junk too.
Well, I have no contacts, and my one talent is stabbing folks with my hobo knife.
I have lots of both. What a time to be alive. Are those still in the core book?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I got to go back to the core book to find those rolls.
Okay.
And also how to find out what your resources and popularity is.
Right.
I'm going to organize my powers by how good the rank is, I guess.
You can organize them however you like. Okay, here we go. Talents.
All right. 4 amazing, 3 excellent, 1 typical, 2 poor.
It's good rolling.
What is body resistance?
Body resistance? I got that.
I think it's resistance to stuff that would alter your physical form, although you can...
No, body resistance is just you take less damage.
Oh, it's damage reduction. Okay.
This is the form of body armor most heroes want.
Oh, as opposed to body armor.
Yeah, it's not armor, it's just your skin is tough.
I'm pretty good with true invulnerability. Okay, so here's the column for the talent categories, and I got to do this 4 times.
What page is that on? Because I can find the list
It's
of
in
them.
the core book on page 10, the player's book.
The player's book.
There it is. Okay. Because I was like, I found all of them listed in the appendix, but where's the rolling?
All right.
I don't care about the answers. I just want to roll the dice.
This is hard because like all 5 of my forms, each one has to have a unique power to itself.
Yeah.
And then that power can't go to everything else. So I can do 5 of my powers can be the unique powers. And then the other 5 can be all my forms have it.
Uh-huh.
All right. I got to figure out what all these mean then. Molding, MC11. Let's see. Shape any solid material. You know what? My ghost is going to be molding.
Cool. That's just like the movie Ghost. You're really good at helping making interesting clay pots.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Unique molding abilities.
Man, I wish one of my talents was trivia. It'd be way better for webcasting. I got chemistry.
Trivia it just comes with the deal if you're playing with me or John. Do not get a trivia contest with us.
I wouldn't dream of it.
All right. So my first talent was journalism.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I haven't even got into the talent yet. This is ridiculous.
Well, it's right after powers, so it's not like you're
I
way
know.
behind.
I know. Okay. My human robot is going to be the weapon tinkerer.
Man, I really did just become Zordon with telepathy and teleporting others.
Oh, I actually did get trivia. What do you know?
What?
I'm writing down
Nice.
trivia as one of my skills.
Oh, what do you know?
Yeah.
Look at me.
The character knows some trivia.
I'm the
and some
perfect guest for a
journalism.
webcaster.
Okay, so let's see. 76 is a scientific skill. Okay.
All right. What else we got?
Sure. I'll be able to work that in. Geology.
I kind of want all of my things to be able to skywalk because that's pretty sweet. All right. What's warding all about? That's a magic one that can like fail and stuff, right?
Wait, what was that now?
The mage warding MG13, the mage can create areas of latent power in any desired location.
All right, what the heck are you reading? Do you have a wizard talent?
Yeah, I do.
One of the categories is magic.
One of my categories of my powers is magic. So yeah, I've got this magic warding power. Ward is designated by a special substance or mark. The mage decides what specific powers the ward possesses.
So one of your forms knows one spell.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
Excelente.
This is so wild.
Well, I just finished up my contacts, or my talents, and they are journalism, trivia, geology, and wrestling.
Oh, amazing.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to work out what those add up to. Geology
The
is
Rock.
The rock. Yeah, I'm the rock tumbler.
Yeah.
First I tumbled the rock, and now I'm coming for you.
Uh-huh.
Man, I have so much health.
I didn't even work that out. That's just phase. It's just the total of your phase numbers.
Your numbers. Yeah.
I'm still figuring out my unique.
The total of your rank numbers?
Yeah, your actual rank numbers
Okay.
are your health, and your rank in RIP is your starting karma.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have so much health.
I have 318 health.
Okay, I don't think I have that much. Never mind.
Let's see, 106
I have
element.
2 unearthlies and a shift X in my phase.
Yeah.
Okay. Hero can create pure elements from virtually nothing. Create any desired element in any shape or at any location within one area. That's wild. In a single turn, create a number of ounces equal to his power rank number, which is 46.
46 ounces.
Which is amazing. 46 ounces I can create of any element in an area.
Yeah, that's one of those powers where you get it and you just retire.
Per turn.
Why would I get in a fight? I can make gallium. It's really valuable.
Yeah, seriously.
You can sit here and make like rare metals that are super expensive and just sell them.
Yeah, but do they last forever?
Be a hero and not even sell them. Just
You
go
don't even
around
need to
and
last forever. You could sell them to scientists and be like, "Hey, you want to study this tritium for a while?"
yeah,
It is a half-life of a couple of months anyway.
that's amazing. What?
All right, I got to remember how you calculate things like popularity.
Oh, the durability of the newly created matter is determined at the time of creation. A green feat, a capital feat, does it mean anything?
That's the roll on the table.
Okay, gives the element a lifespan of 100 turns.
So whatever your rank is, roll on that table. And if you manage to get green or better, then it does one of those.
Okay, so if that would have the lifespan of 100 turns times the hero's reason rank number. Yellow is 10,000 turns times the reason rank number, and red means it's permanent.
Nice.
So, like, you could synthesize a bunch of gold that only lasts for like a few hundred turns, and then it would just disappear.
Yeah.
That okay?
Or if it's because it's just
That way you can sell it, screw someone over, and it doesn't affect the economy because it's gone.
Yeah. Oh, so you can't just go and say, "Hey, here's a bunch of building material."
I mean, unless you got a red feat and it's permanent.
I mean, true,
there we go.
but that would be sad if you forgot which ones were which. Okay, don't touch that pile. No, I'm serious. Two years from now, you're going to be very sad if you touch that pile.
Okay, so I have start with typical resources. I rolled an 86 on the ability modifier table, which increases it by 3 ranks. That moves it from typical to
What?
1, 2, 3 remarkable. I have remarkable resources.
60,000 turns is about 4 days of time.
Good.
Great.
That's the kind of stuff you expect from 80s TSR right there. Game terms being translated into how many days.
Uh-huh.
Weirdly, while being a mutant or a robot would set my popularity super low, everyone's fine with undead guys wandering around.
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah.
You might as well.
How do you? Where resources? What?
Okay, I'll just do this one because it's in a weird page in a weird part of the book.
Okay.
Did you take another power and go down in resources?
I did.
Yes. Okay. So that drops you by 1. So you start from, instead of starting from typical, you start from 1 below typical,
which is poor resources.
Poor resources. Now roll percentile.
100.
Great.
Oh,
Increase
wow.
it by 4 ranks, or typical, good, excellent, remarkable. Go to remarkable. You have remarkable resources.
Okay. Can I just write that down?
Just write down remarkable and that rank number for remarkable, which is 26.
Okay. It's super cool that they have a spot for this on the character sheet.
I gave my abnormal chemistry form elemental creation.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Metamorpho. Cool.
Yeah.
I never met a morpho I didn't like.
And then just put your popularity at 10 unless your character creation stuff told you not to earlier.
Oh, I went up 2 CS.
Yours goes up 2 CS, but most other people it's not going to move around.
Yeah.
I think it might for an undead. I'll have to look again.
Ooh, if I want to change my resources, there's a bank loans option. Thanks, Marvel superheroes.
Oh, look at that. I actually already had a weakness. It came right with this. It's still psychological, so I don't have to reroll for anything. But it's just that my powers get negated if I'm within 10 feet of a religious symbol.
There you go.
That's really bad. Hey,
Yeah.
The religious symbols are wildly common.
Well,
Yeah.
And it's just any religious symbol. So, like, if, like, the moon is in a crescent form, I'm like, well, no.
well, you're not 10 feet
I'm
from
not
the
10
moon.
feet from the moon, yeah. You say that now, but what if we have to go to Adeline?
Then that sucks for you.
Well,
But it won't be in crescent
It won't
form
be a
because it'll
crescent
just be
'cause
the
I'll
moon.
on the moon, yeah.
Also, I worship the moon. Get out.
All right. I need to just see what this one is quick, and then I might be okay having my unique ones and my all-around ones for my powers.
So now when you're building your character, I want you all to remember that this is technically a Sentai Halloween game we're going to be playing.
Mm-hmm.
So your character should be able to squeeze into a Sentai suit, and you should be picking your characters named by stuff like Color Ranger, as opposed to calling them a cool superhero name.
Okay.
But you can also have a cool superhero name if you want. I'm not going to stop you. But you should figure out what color Halloween Ranger you are.
Zordon.
Yeah, you're gonna want. Do you want to just run the game since you clearly made Zordon?
Oops, I Zordon.
Oops, all Zordons.
For example, since I've clearly made a Frankenstein, I'm gonna say he's the Green Ranger
Obviously.
because
Right, for sure.
Yeah. Oh man, if there's one thing I wish, it's that we hadn't already done Sentinels with you guys, because that would make this whole thing so much easier. Well,
We could just translate this into that
we could, yeah. For the AP, we could totally run this in
and
Sentinels
just like
instead.
actually play Sentinels.
Just be like, we made them in Marvel superheroes, then we moved them to a playable game
Right.
to make the AP.
Lol.
I would be fine with that.
We still learned a lot about Marvel superheroes today.
We did.
I'm not sure what I'm doing anymore. Like the first
Did you
time.
do your resources roll yet?
I'm still figuring out what my fifth form, my cyborg artificial
Yeah, you
limbs
have
and
5
organs,
You're making 5 characters.
unique power is. I was thinking maybe hyper intelligence, because that would be easier than modifying the R stat on all of my character forms. Maybe. All right. I'm going to put warding, my magic spell, as the unique power of my cyborg artificial limbs and organs character.
Oh, cool. I like that. Like, let's say that your character had like 2 arms grafted on, but they're from a wizard.
Yeah.
You have like robot wizard arms so they can cast a spell. And you don't even know how they're doing that. You're like, I don't know. They just do that.
They just word things. I don't know. All right. Pretty good at it.
I'm struggling to think of like what color goes with my.
Well, pick a Halloween monster. That's the way to do it.
Well, like I mean, I've got like spider powers.
Oh, well, then maybe go for black and red.
We can't be the black and red ranger. Like that doesn't work.
It's Halloween. You can do whatever. When I initially planned for this, it was going to be in Sentinels, and I was going to play as the Pumpkin Ranger. And his helmet was going to be vaguely
I mean, you could be
pumpkin-shaped.
Spider Ranger.
Yeah, I mean,
You're the
obviously
Spider
that's
Ranger.
probably
Might as
like
well.
the better option here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the spider ranger.
Boogan.
I'll probably be the question mark ranger, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
You are
You're a
Costume
ghost.
Ranger.
You're a white ranger. You're
Yes,
the ghost.
costume ranger.
I'm the-
because you have different
I'm the ghost-
costumes.
Oh, there you go.
The
Yeah.
costume ranger.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're that part
Amazing.
of Halloween.
yeah.
Each one of my forms is a different Halloween costume.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why it
I
takes
like
10
that.
rounds because you
So
got
I
to put
like
a new
that a
costume.
lot.
So rather than the Sentais being divided up by color, they're divided up by aspects of Halloween.
Yeah, like Halloween tropes.
Oh, I like that.
So, John, what are you then?
Man, I don't even know.
Zordon.
Zordon.
I'm the Zordon Ranger.
No, you're the Parents at Home Ranger. You send people out to trick or treat. You're base camp ranger.
It's good. Like it was like answers the door ranger,
Yeah. Sweatpants ranger.
doorbell
the
ranger.
Sweatpants Ranger. That's what I am in real life.
Dude, you should get a shirt that says Sweatpants Ranger. I am going to make that for you.
Oh, amazing. So one thing I need to figure out right now, since I've got hyper intelligence for all of my forms, that raises my my R stat equal to the number of ranks that I rolled, but I rolled poor.
Okay,
I think.
well, poor is X from the bottom, so you just count that. I think it's 2. Poor is above feeble, so you raise your You raise your intelligence by 2 ranks, or reason by 2 ranks.
Right. Oh, okay. So
Across
if
all
my
the forms.
reason is excellent, then it goes up to, good Lord,
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
incredible. Oh, that's
Yeah.
not bad. Good Lord. All right.
I think I will choose to be the Trick Ranger because my character is all kinds of undead, spooky stuff and not a whole lot of the good aspects of Halloween.
Great. I can be the treat ranger.
Exactly. Trick and Treat Rangers.
Perfect.
I can teleport others up to 50 tons.
That's not a unit of distance. How are you going to teleport someone 50 tons away?
Well, I can teleport 50 tons worth of things up to, I guess, 20 areas? Or within 20 areas up to 220 miles away.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I can just be like, you get out of here 220 miles.
Rich neighborhood, go.
Amazing.
I'm putting you in a better city.
I'm putting you in the ocean. You killed a robot dog.
You go, ocean.
Interesting. So my lowest intelligence, or my lowest R, I don't even remember what R stands for.
Reason.
Reason.
So my lowest reason is excellent now.
Yeah, you're hyper intelligent.
And my form, my abnormal chemistry, which was on table 2, was my highest roll of 98. And that was only excellent to start. And then it moved up to incredible. I'm like, oh, I can get monstrous. Nope.
Well, table 2
Nope.
sucks.
Table 2.
Table 2 is real bad.
It's
It is
regular.
so
It's the
bad.
regular human table.
I'm just some guy.
It is really bad. All right. I'll figure out the ranks later. For all of my stats, for all of my forms.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. We probably should take
Yeah.
like a lunch break and figure out what these are and how they work.
Yeah. So it looks like all of my forms have body resistance, hyper intelligence, body armor, skywalk, and martial supremacy. And then my ethereal form has molding.
Mm-hmm.
My human robot form has weapons tinkering. My artificial limbs and organs cyborg form has warding. My abnormal chemistry form has elemental creation. And my cyborg exoskeleton form has fire generation.
Okay, that's
So I'm assuming flamethrowers or something like that.
yeah, absolutely. Little flame jets or plasma torches or something.
Yeah. That's amazing. Okay, so now I got my powers figured out, finally.
I'm just going to sit back.
This is somehow worse than Heroes Unlimited.
Well, it's like creating 5 Heroes Unlimited characters.
You could have just not.
I
You
could
had
have.
every opportunity to just not.
You know what? I can't just not.
Okay, well, you're the one that has to edit this, so.
I mean, that's super fair. All right, so what am I doing next? Because now I'm stuck on powers and I don't know where I'm looking next.
Go to page 10 of the player's book.
Oh, I got to go all the way back there, huh?
Yeah, you're going to a whole different book because this book is just a big list of powers and not a big list of
Character creation.
Anything helpful.
Oh, that makes more sense now. Okay, so now I'm on the talent category. Now I can roll for my talents. Is everybody done with this part? I wasn't paying attention.
We're all done
Everyone's
with like
done.
everything. Yeah.
Welcome to Ryan finishes his character section of the show. Okay, so I got 9. So my talent is weapon skills, and I get how many
You have
talents did I say?
You have 4. You have the same number I do.
Okay,
So you have 4 talents to roll here. So now the next roll is just a D10.
Oh Lord. Okay. 0, a 10. Oh, that's not great. The literal definition in the book is Oriental weapons.
Yeah,
Nice.
well, in the 80s that flew.
Yeah.
All right. Now, why it says marksman, weapons master, and weapons specialist are starred, but there's no numbers by them.
Those are count as 2 talents.
Right, but you can't
Yeah.
roll them.
I think you can. I mean, let me go to the page you're on.
Page 10. It's weird.
But you rolled. Okay, hang on. Let me just make sure I got this right. I mean, we're not. Oh no. Oh, I see what's happening. You choose one of those 4, but the ones that have the asterisks by them
Count as 2 talents.
count as 2, I think.
Oh, so since I rolled a 10, I can get any of those 3.
Yes, you don't get them all. You choose one.
Okay. Now I need to figure out what those mean, I guess, right?
Nah.
No.
Just pick one.
The book isn't going to tell you. I mean, you're just going to. I think it might. I don't remember. It's been a while.
This is so bad.
Look, what am I, some kind of expert on this?
That's what I'm here for, right? I hope not, because it's been like 6 months since I read this book.
It's fine.
I don't remember where I was yesterday.
Arcs, like half of all of these don't really make sense for my character, but that's fine.
The thing that's killing me is it doesn't say that the asterisk means it's 2 powers anywhere. I don't know what that means. And honestly, it's not like you're going to be spending a lot of time using marksman weapons. So just write down the one that's free, but let's change that to Asian. And even then, that still feels bad.
Yeah.
Because why would you be able to use every kind of Asian weapon? That's a massive diaspora of a lot of different cultures.
Yeah, but I have sharp weapons. So that's basically...
That's fair.
That's fair.
But
But in the interest of brevity, we should just do another one.
Yeah, I'll just roll again. But at the very least, it points out some of the problematic stuff that's within the system.
Yeah.
14, another weapon skills.
Cool.
7 this time, so blunt weapons.
Yeah, that's the opposite of sharp weapons. Together,
that's
you
fine.
two cover the gamut. And then you got 3 more of those.
Okay. Where did my other go? Here we go. 73, that's different. Scientific skills. That's neat. Biology. So apparently my character knows about biology.
That's good, because I don't know much about biology.
I don't know much about the French I took.
I don't know much about a science book.
But I do know that I love you.
Aw.
Fighting skills. I'm getting weapons and fighting, and my character's not really based around that with my powers.
Hey, these talents
This is weird. It's almost like you're randomly determining things.
They represent hobbies your character has. So,
I got acrobatics. That's cool. That'll be fun in my ethereal form. Acrobatics. Just a ghost doing some backflips.
Yeah. More like a floor exercise, a floor routine.
Doing some backflips and making some clay forms and stuff. All right, 69, nice. Got
Nice
science skills again.
I said science again.
Apparently, my character's really big into science. This one is geology.
Hey, I'm a geologist too.
Hey, a couple of rockers over here.
Yeah.
Oh, my character rocks, or at least knows.
See,
what
now
rocks.
that skill suddenly turned useful. It's how I met the other one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we met in geology class.
Geology class with this human robot.
Oh yeah. Also, all your characters should be high school students, even if it's crazy. Like if you're a robot spider or a god or something, everyone's because that's just Sentai rules.
That's very
Makes
true.
sense.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about this. Okay, so I've got my 4 out of 4 possible talents. 2 of them are combat oriented and 2 of them are science oriented. That's
great.
fine.
Now, you didn't buy yourself any extra powers because why would you have? So instead, there's a chart a few pages up on, I think, page 6. Yes, it's on page 6. It's called the ability modifier table. It's pretty much in the dead center of the page, right under a really bad picture of Rogue.
That's Rogue?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I can kind of see it.
You're going to roll once on that table.
All right. I'll just see what happens.
Yep.
12.
Reduced by 1 rank. So instead of having typical resources, you have poor resources. So you're going to put down resources, poor 3.
Aw, samesies.
Out of all of us, you 2 are the broke high school students.
Yeah, man, I'm a deity. I don't need money.
I'm so broke because
you don't have any.
all my money goes towards my forms.
All my money goes towards all these candies that I keep giving people.
I got to split my money 5 ways.
Like, I appreciate that you don't have any money, but I have a jumbo jack.
It's why I've got super high popularity. It's because I'm poor resources because I keep buying candy and giving it to people.
All right. So now I've got my resources. So what's next? I saw there was something about secondary abilities.
So there's contacts is pretty much the last thing, but there's no roles for it. You're just going to pick like 4, because you'll have 4 people you know in the world that can help you in some way. Mostly just write down what industry they're in. And then other than that, there was one more thing. We have to work out your health and your karma.
Okay.
So to do those, you will add your face together and add your rip together. The initial rank numbers
Please add
from
your
each
face
one
together.
Each category.
Oh, sweet Lord. That's
Now
different
you're
for all of
noticing
my
that
forms.
means you have 5 different health bars, and that's just part of the fun.
Part of it.
Okay. Now I got to figure out what my
I
rank
got
is.
to imagine you only have one karma.
I assume so, because otherwise it would fluctuate. You probably pick whichever one gives you the best karma and use that.
Sure.
But other than that, boy, oh boy, I think we should all just be quiet for a while, because that's a lot of rolls.
Ugh.
Oh, no. I have to do a bunch of rolls now?
Well, you don't have to do any
just
rolls at
math.
all. You have to just do math.
Oh, that's a bunch of math. Okay. So those are okay. Let me do that. Back to the Ultimate Powers book, everybody. Okay, here we go. I wish this was like not a 3-column per page layout, because they do not put the initial rank number on the second half of the table. So like tables 3 through 5, you have to go back to the first batch of numbers for tables 1 and 2 to figure out your rank number.
It's not that bad, because you still know you're like remarkable.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, ultimately, wishing that it wasn't a 3-column, 10-point crap font format is like saying, I wish TSR didn't make books.
Yeah. It's so inaccessible, it feels like.
Huh.
Good old
Weird.
days of having to read the old versions of Boot Hill and Gamma World and stuff like that.
Oh, this one hurts my brain. I was excited before we started. I'm still half excited, but
We gave you all the warnings.
I know.
Re-roll that.
We told you.
Don't be a changeling.
Don't be a changeling. Could I just go one down? What would that have been?
Compound. You'd still end up rolling a lot of stuff, but at least you'd mush them all together into one thing.
Oh,
That was one of my friend's first characters. Rolled a 99 and made like a half computer, half satyr.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. All right. So let me dig in here.
Oh, the Satyr processing unit.
Good.
Ultimately, the problem with those really high number values you roll is that they're really fun to make in character creation, and then when you actually get to gameplay, you're like, bleh.
Mhm.
My character's half immobile computer on goat legs, and I guess we're all going to meet in this building and talk.
Yeah. I'm a CPU on top of a goat, and I guess the goat carries me into combat.
Let's do a subplot. I think I might sit the subplots out, guys. I'm a computer on a goat.
Perfect. Love it.
I'm a computer on a goat. Can I go home?
You have head pigeons. Go home.
Amazing. Oh, this hurts so much. Remarkable is 26. So what I'm feeling is this is not a game for people that don't like math.
They didn't make those games in the 80s.
Yeah. If you were playing an RPG in the 80s, it's because you were a big math nerd.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't feel like there was that much math.
Well, you're not a changeling.
Also, we haven't started playing yet.
That's true.
fair. I'm thankful that we're not going to be using these rules in the actual like.
Oh,
APR.
is that decided? Are we going to?
Oh, no, we definitely are.
convert these. John will. John's gonna. Everyone can use whatever role playing game you want for
Everyone,
the actual.
different RPG for each character.
Yeah.
We'll see what
Perfect.
Stormer does with that.
Yeah,
I'll
fine.
play over
There you
here in
go.
masks, and then you guys can play.
I'm going to translate my character to Heroes Unlimited.
Right.
I made you a poop. I hope you like it.
Let's just send a video to Stormer, and he's going to turn it on. It'll be the like 4 of us screaming in Latin and clawing at our eyes. Liberate tutte me ex inferis.
God bless.
It's the event horizon of APs.
Opens with a text scroll that's like, this footage was discovered on the moon.
it's the reign of RPGs.
The crews of System Mastery and Character Creation Cast were never found.
Oh Lord.
Neat.
Okay. I for my cyborg form 37. That's good.
What?
8.
Huzzah! Points. P, Psyche is right.
Yep.
Right in the middle for that. So that's an excellent.
I don't know what's happening right now. Oh, I see what's happening. This is you finally going through and writing down the rank results for your...
So I can figure out my health for all my forms, right?
Yeah.
Health and
I feel like if the rest of us want to like take a break while Ryan does this, we can.
Yeah, this is all going to get cut out, right? I'm going to hold my plasma torch.
We'll see how I feel when I get to editing.
Meow.
Well, when you cut it down, it's fine. So you add all the face together and you add all the rip together, and that's your health and then your karma, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You should probably just have one karma.
Pick
Just figure
whichever
out what
one
your highest
gives
karma is.
the best karma, but you need a different set of health for all 5 forms.
Okay.
Because your experience can't vary between your 5 forms. That wouldn't make any sense.
I still have to figure out my karma for all my 5 forms. And
Just figure it out for one of them.
Well, yeah, figure them out.
because I don't know what's the best one until I figured them all out. Oh goodness. Okay, so 144 health for my ethereal form.
Yeah, you'll end up having way more health than me, but true invulnerability is insane.
Yeah.
I have amazing true invulnerability, which reduces I'm immune to any physical harm up to the limit of the rank, which means unless an attack is coming in at higher than amazing from any of the following: fire, heat, cold, electricity, radiation, corrosives, disease, poison, brute force, sonic, kinetic, or bolts, it reduces all of those attacks by an amazing rank before anything happens.
Sweet.
Yeah, he is very good at just standing there.
Yeah, man.
Table 2 is horrible.
Yes, it is.
I rolled a 94 and I'm still just good. What? Okay, what happens? I rolled a number that's not on the table.
What are you talking about?
26 through 75, typical. 78 through 95, good.
Yeah.
What happened to 76 and 77?
Well, let me tell you this. 76, 8, 79.
Put down goodical.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say
Typical.
good because this game has destroyed my psyche. And
Just
And I
roll
just
it
want to
up.
be done. Yeah.
yep. Uh-huh.
That's amazing. I did not ever notice that.
Oh, okay. Incredible. What does that translate to?
Incredible.
36. So my health in my abnormal chemistry form is nasty bad. 5 plus 8 plus 8 plus 3.
Oof. Oof.
That's pretty much your regular human form. But you have a little abnormal chemistry in you, which is probably the nanites that turn into the robots of all your other forms.
Yeah. So 24, and then my karma in that form is... So far, I've had the same karma in 2 of my forms. My robot and my cyborg form, both 70.
No, I think that's a great way to build him, to say that when he's in his altered chemistry form, he's got like nanites in him that are making him weak and feeble. But when he lets them take over, like it turns them into a robot.
Oh, that would be fun. So that is the abnormal chemistry form is my like normal human, but it's abnormal because I'm a normal human at that point.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's abnormal because you've got all these nanites or whatever in your bloodstream. They're like trying to robot you. And you're like, no, I don't want a robot. But then something bad happens and you have to robot. And if it's your first night at Robot Club.
We don't talk about Robot Club.
You have to robot.
You have to robot.
This is wild. My ranks for the face rip for my abnormal chemistry: 5, 8, 8, 3, 36, 3, 5.
That's good.
44 karma in that form if I chose. All right, I'm almost there.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We're all good.
Everything's fine.
I got a bagel.
Nice.
There's so many bagels here. I had too much Monster, and it's fine.
I'm trying to figure out how to organize the apps on my phone. It's really stressing me. I got a new phone yesterday and like everything's a mess and it's terrible.
Oh, no.
It's awful.
I think I've been calculating something wrong on one of these. Okay.
Oh my God, Ryan, that's it. I'm done.
Nope. No, I'll fix it. It's easy. It's easy enough to fix.
We should all just make second characters.
Yeah. Let's all make 5 characters.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
We're all changelings with all 5 forms.
We're
Be
all
the
fully ourselves a Sentai group each.
Each one of those forms of Voltron, and then that Voltron forms of Voltron.
Each form is just everybody else's base form. So then you can just rotate the same character.
I think each group should have a different theme, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this makes more sense now. Markable.
Markable. Dallas.
I was adding up the numbers I had rolled for each of those stats.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that.
No. So that made things a little weird.
Yeah, I'm just cruising Twitter. What's up?
Well,
Twitter?
that really destroyed half of the stuff that I had. I thought I had 144 health in my ethereal form, but it actually turns out to be 26.
Well, that's enough to survive a punch from a weak guy.
Yeah. If some regular guy comes up and punches you, you'll be like, hey, Al.
Hey, dang it.
If I came up and punched you, I would have knocked you out 4 times.
But I'm ethereal and incorporeal in Earth environment.
Oh, good. I'll take you to the moon.
Still, I mean, it's the Earth dimension. So you'd have to take me to the alternate dimensional
moon dimension.
The moon dimension. I'm sure that's a thing.
Where Dr. Magnet hands plots and weights.
I'm almost there. Thank you for bearing with me.
Oh, yeah.
No, we quit.
Okay, we're halfway out of our chairs. We're going to islands.
45 translates into another excellent. That's nice. Which is only 16. 64 turns into, remarkable. Remarkable is 26. What's my rank for excellent? 16 again.
Okay.
Oh, no, actually, it's not excellent. That goes to remarkable as well. My exoskeleton cyborg is even better than I thought.
Nice.
What is that one? 29. Good.
Good. Most good, Newlin.
40. What does 40 translate to? That is also good. That's annoying. Okay. I've got my healths and karmas, I think.
Cool. Now
I
pick
think I
one
did it
karma
right.
and use that one.
All right. So my best karma is 70 on my cyborg with artificial limbs and organs that can cast the warding spell.
Great. That's your karma then.
All right. And then my healths range from 26 to 71 to 106, 24 to 63.
Okay.
Oh, that 24?
At 24, you just don't want to be in that form unless you're like safe at home.
Yeah. My
Yeah, I wanna
ethereal
nap.
form is 26, is slightly better, but like, you know,
At
at
least
least
forms are immune to almost every kind of attack anyway. So
Exactly.
your health doesn't matter unless you run into like an energy vampire.
Yeah. Someone psychically attacks you, I guess.
If you're fighting the Shadow King.
then I just go away for 10 rounds and come back as something else.
Yeah, definitely don't fight the Shadow King or I don't know who else is a mind affecting bad guy.
So my Setai transformation sequence is literally like going into a box of costumes and putting something on.
It takes
for
10 rounds because you're doing the full transformation where you are spinning around and dancing and everyone's like, just put the costume on.
Yeah, I think you should already be dressed up like a generic Halloween-y Power Ranger, you know, like a little like basically a white Ranger suit with like a little like ghost shape to the helmet where it's got the jagged bottom like a Pac-Man ghost around the ring of the helmet, just so you're ghosty. But then you dive into a costume box and come out with costume parts over the Power Ranger outfit. Fake mustache glued to that visor thing.
Oh, wow. I am the Ghost Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the Costume Ranger.
Costumes.
Costume Ranger. Okay.
I like the idea that my dude just wanders around school with like a bag of candy.
Halloween, my friends.
Anyone who comes up is like, hey, man, you hold? And he's like, obviously. Here you go. A Charleston chew.
Now, I do require to hear the words.
What do you say? Trick or treat. Ha ha, yes.
Bene. Molto bene. The god of Halloween is Italian.
Obviously.
Okay, so I've got my costume ranger. I've got my 5 forms. I've got my health and karma. I've got theoretically contacts, or 4 contacts that I'm not going to define now because
it's just us. It's fine.
I'm tired.
It'll be okay. None of us defined any contacts.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get any.
So what's next? Is that it?
Yeah,
That's basically it.
that's it. I mean, we could go through the whole process of gear assembly and so on, but I mean, raise your hand if you care.
Yeah. If you want to go through the 50 pages of, making a dinette set or getting a television or a radio in your rumpus room.
So the way that works is we first create a team and then we pool our resources and then we go through and purchase a house that has an initial cost, which involves rolling to see if you lose money on the cost spending or if you don't. So you might be able to get like a 2-bedroom apartment without losing any money.
Okay.
Sweet.
Then you go through and define what each room in the house is and spend a variable amount of money on each room to do things like if you spend a good amount of money on a living room, it will have a couch, 2 easy chairs, 2 lamps, your choice of ceiling, floor, or wall, and a record player. But if you spend an incredible amount of money, you can have a piano and a television and a hi-fi stereo system in there.
Oh, wow.
I want to get the living room package. The cost is good. And it gives me a sofa, 2 easy chairs, 2 end tables, coffee tables, 2 lamps, ceiling table, or floor.
Mm-hmm.
Are these 1980s dollars that they're working with? And
Yeah, is this like Reaganomics or
Well, the game doesn't actually use money because
It's your rank.
It's your rank and resources, and it's a system where you can roll, and if you roll poorly, you can accomplish the thing you were purchasing, but lose some of your rank and resources.
Yeah, so if I want to get the living room package, the cost is good. And if I've got remarkable resources, I'm going to roll on the remarkable column in the feat table.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I fail, then my resources will go down because I spent too much on my living room package.
Yes, and and when you're done with all that, you'll have a small house that the heroes get to live in with no mechanical tools to it at all.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I could get a laboratory package. It doesn't give me anything.
Mm-hmm. You'll just know that you have a laundry room.
You're like, ooh, I've got a poison analysis
and one of
area.
16 kinds of boat.
When we get to the fan fiction section, though, we are going to discuss what pattern we went with on our china.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely.
Halloween, I think, is what we're going to go with.
Yeah. Fantastic.
It's going to be old Halloween or McDonald's Halloween cookware from the 70s.
Okay, so like lots of orange, lots of bright purple, lime green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I'm
It's a
sad
good
that
decor.
none of us are a witch.
I can cast 1 spell.
Nice. That's a witch costume.
Close
That's a
enough.
witch. That's a witch costume. My cyborg witch.
And now at this point, outside of all that development and buying up of a base, which is the weirdest thing,
That's it.
We come up with names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So, superhero name, Costume Ranger.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But now we need like a normal person name, right?
That's correct.
Because we're all high school students.
Well, I'm a robot, though.
You're a high school robot student.
High school robot. So my name is SP1D3R.
Okay.
Because I'm Spider Ranger.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good.
But do you look like a spider robot?
John thought of something stupid.
Well, what else would I look like?
I guess.
Yeah, you look like a spider robot. I mean, that's perfectly fine. You just attend school and look like maybe you were built
is it
by
like
the-
is it like a big spider, or is it like a spider centaur with like a humanoid top and then a spider bottom?
Well, for
No,
the
like, I
record,
don't-
spider
like, I
centaur is
don't
one of the
look-
things you can get on the table.
Like a human at all. I just look like a big spider.
Okay, like a 3 foot tall spider with the metal
like
legs.
big metal spider legs. Mhm.
I love that no one puts together that you are the Spider Ranger as well.
Right.
Well,
Right.
because the spider crams itself into a regular human shaped Sentai suit.
Right. No, it does say somewhere in the rules that like people just don't pay attention to you because you're not person enough for people to care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
but once you cram yourself into a Sentai suit, so you're got like 2 pairs of legs operating each arm and leg of the Sentai suit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's the Star Wars droid, basically.
Yeah.
Where nobody cares about the droids.
Right.
Yeah. I would have assumed that like the high school robot club built you and then you got accidentally sentient. And then you were like, well,
Yeah.
I'm in high school.
You got accidentally Sentai in.
And then, well, I'm stuck in a high school. I might as well matriculate.
Well, but through chemical exposure.
Well, apparently, though, my origin was a chemical exposure. So
yeah. So you're probably a high school student that got chemically transposed into a spider robot.
Yeah.
They built a spider robot, and then you got chemically blasted your mind into the spider robot.
Right. I was next door in the chemistry lab.
Yeah.
And then
You
it
were
was
a
a
regular
horrible
old
accident.
spider robot. And someone was supposed to put robot fuel in you, but instead they accidentally chemically blasted you with the rich flavors of Mountain Dew Code Red.
That's what it was, probably.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably it.
Yeah.
I am the
Wow.
Treat Ranger,
The Treat
and
Ranger.
my name, of course, walking around as one of you normal humans, is Godfrey Halloween.
They'll never guess.
They'll never know that I'm the god of Halloween.
Yes.
And my character will be the Trick Ranger. And he's a full-grown adult Frankenstein in high school.
Yeah.
Because
Obviously with a Letterman jacket.
Yeah, the thing I rolled was that the character was supposed to have been fully formed in his adult body, and I'm keeping that. It's just that he was created 2 years ago, so he's a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
He got to skip the other grades.
Yeah.
And his name is Roger Mortis.
Checks out.
Fairly straightforward. And yeah, he has a Letterman jacket on because he's on the wrestling team. It's amazing how few people get to wrestle him because his weight class is that he weighs like 400 pounds. But he does, other teams also, or other schools also have super kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of being on any sports, even though I would win immediately at all of them, I just work the concession stand during sporting. I'm going to get fired, though, because I keep giving out stuff for free.
The other problem with the high school wrestling team at our school is that every other member is just zombies I've created. So it's pretty much just me on the wrestling team and then some zombies.
Yeah, but we're undefeated.
Yeah.
We're undead and we're undefeated.
And that's our motto.
Undefeated.
Oh, my undead
No, we said
feet.
defeated.
My
Yes,
undead feet of
defeated.
fire.
Brian, what was your name?
Okay, so my alias is the Costume Ranger. Okay. And I'm trying to find a good last name, but I'm gonna go for my first name as Chase with a C. So CHACE, or cyborg, humanoid robot, abnormal chemistry, cyborg, ethereal.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So all capital letters, not
Last
an
name
acronym.
Amalgus.
Last name Manhattan. Just Chase Manhattan.
Chase Manhattan.
It's a bank. Okay, fine. Meridian.
Never. Amalgus.
That's fine.
I like Amalgus. It's very comic booky.
Oh, like Chase Meridian isn't. She's a Batman character. Although I think she was only in that movie.
This is, excuse me, this is Marvel.
Yeah, get out of here.
That's why it's okay to use it. We don't recognize the distinguished competition.
The only thing I haven't filled out on my sheet is our base of operations, which I feel like obviously is like the high school, right?
Yeah,
Well-
yeah, definitely. It's
It's the gym for the wrestling area because it's just you anyway.
I mean, assumedly, we could be all members of a club in the school, and that clubhouse could be the base of
We're
operations.
part of Halloween Club.
It's the science labs. Don't we all have like some kind of
the
science
Halloween-
talent?
The amazingly Halloween-specific Glee Club.
No, we're just the Halloween Club. You go
Halloween-
down and you're
The
like, oh, we're
Halloween-
Glee Club. We're Wrestling Club. We're like, we're Halloween Club.
We're a Halloween club. I really wanted each of Ryan's personas to be holiday related so that like the rest, it's like then you have like the Easter Rangers too.
Well, he's got 3 robots. Maybe they could be the 3 robots of Christmas past, present, and future.
Yes.
I saw 3 robots come sailing in.
Oh my. Well, one of them is a person in a robot suit. One of them is a person with partial robots parts, and one of them is a full-on robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, just varying degrees of robot.
And then one person's just a person with a different chemistry, and one person's a ghost.
Yeah.
You know, all the different forms
Your
of
standard hero.
Yeah.
Makes the most possible sense.
It's almost like a spectrum of person.
Like a rainbow.
Yeah,
like a rainbow.
It's exactly like one of those old pictures of evolution in motion, except that it's a person starting as a gas and getting increasingly robot.
See, I thought it was going to be starting as a human, turning more increasingly robot until they die and are a ghost.
Well, maybe if you decide to define that the ethereal form was just a cloud of nanobots.
Yeah, it really has to be. It has to go from ethereal to abnormal chemistry to exoskeleton to artificial limbs to full robot.
Yeah. If that's the way you want to do it,
That's
I would
the
do
progression. And I'm changing my name to Chase Spectrum.
Oh, yeah, it's good. I would do it altered chemistry, artificial limbs, exoskeleton, robot form, ethereal, and say that the way it worked was you got infected with a nanovirus where you've got a bunch of nanotech in you, and it makes you increasingly robot until there's so little human left that you just dissolve into a cloud of nanobots.
I mean, that works too.
But that said, I'm not making your character. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
No, it's fine. I'm good with suggestions because this is bonkers. This is so bananas.
Too much stuff.
It's like my brain broke like 3 character types before.
Yeah.
I finally know how Amelia feels with Heroes Unlimited.
Yeah. At some point you just like stop listening. Just
Like, what is going? Dude, that
And
even
meanwhile,
do
we are
everything right.
exactly as comfortable as we are discussing every other game.
Yep.
Yep.
Cannot be stopped.
All right. And I just for prosperity, what are our combined resources? Like, what sort of like hero pad would we have? Because we have 2 pores.
We have a clubhouse that's clearly...
We got a couple pores here.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them pores.
I think we both ended up with the same resources as well.
2 remarkables and 2 pores.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad.
Well, it's the Breakfast Club.
We are the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. We got a weirdo and a criminal, and then a princess and a jock, and the brain is not part of this.
Yeah, the brain. Someone's eating saltine sandwiches, and someone's eating whatever the rich people ate in that.
Sushi.
I haven't watched it since I was
Or a giant bag full of like sandwiches and fruits. And
didn't one of them just eat pixie sticks?
pixie sticks on a sandwich that had Cap'n Crunch.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my John Hughes movie knowledge is at an all-time low.
Hey, I know everything.
That's okay. That's why we make a good trivia team.
Exactly.
So
I'm a robot. I don't actually need to eat anything, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. Well, plus you're rich, so you can hoard all the money with me. A Frankenstein that also doesn't need to eat anything.
Yeah.
that's why
Keep
you're
that
rich,
tours.
because you never have to buy food.
Whereas I keep buying candy.
I only need to buy food half the time.
I would say that in the tradition of the Power Ranger movie, even though it was atrocious, we just say that the class is like, or the 4 of us meet in a club, like a Halloween club or something that just happens in like the journalism room.
Yeah.
So we just have access to everything that's in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I assume we just got a room.
Yeah. They gave us
We're an official club.
But even then, all the clubs just meet in whatever room at the school is most related to what they do.
Yeah.
Right.
So we could maybe get like
The concession stand.
Or
It was
arts
like
and
the
crafts.
closet behind the drama club closet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the costume room for the drama
behind
club.
the closet.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we don't have space for you. You can hide in the costume closet for the drama club.
It's the closet.
That's the perfect like place to transform and escape and go fight crime. So
For sure.
Yeah. And drama's a good one, so that's perfect. We get the costume closet at the drama club.
yeah.
And then we
Amazing.
burst out and fight, I don't know, anti-Halloween forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Take that, Easter Bunny.
Whatever. that's on the GM to figure out.
I'll figure
Amazing.
it out. It'll be fine.
All right. So we did it.
We did it.
We made a resemblance of people. And my brain hurts, but we're here. Thanks for being with us. What's happening now? Where are we?
Yeah, now we gonna do. We broke you, Ryan. Now we're gonna do an episode closer, Ryan.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Here we go.
I'm here.
Okay. Jef and Jon, thank you so much for being with us and for going through this with us and for breaking Ryan.
You're so welcome.
Somehow, like, honestly, this like warms my soul to see Ryan like fall apart doing a really crunchy game. It just like, it's like some kind of like Schadenfreude.
If I hadn't rolled a changeling,
What we told you not to.
I have to be true. Believe in the heart of the dice.
The heart of the dice. Yep. Great. Jef and Jon, do you want to remind everybody where they can find you online?
Of course, you can find us at systemmasterypodcast.com or support us over at patreon.com/systemmastery.
Technically, we're also on the One Shot Network, but you don't need to go to that. That website
that place sucks.
They don't need the traffic.
What kind of network is that?
I hear all the shows on there are terrible.
Yeah, not ours though, because we're not even really on it. We're just friends.
I think you are now.
You're technically
You're
on
the
that
website now. So
Oh yeah, that's true. We
you
are
can't
on the
make
website.
that joke
I don't think we're in
anymore.
the feed. Yeah.
No, you're not in the feed.
Boom.
That's
We're
a
keeping it at
manual
arm's
process.
length.
There you go.
We're afraid of commitment.
We're mostly there.
We're still shopping around.
It's
Maximum Fun's going to return my calls one of these days.
Any minute now.
Any minute. Yep. Well, thank you again. And thank you to everybody for listening. Please join us on the next episode for our discussion block. Call to action.
Yeah, like that. Ryan, I would love to get your thoughts on this game.
I love this game. I've got like Stockholm syndrome.
No, I was going to say, I don't.
It's so bad, but like, it's interesting because there's people that are like, I still play this game. And there's people that are
we
like,
had so many people on Twitter, like, we're like, oh my gosh, this game. And they're like, I know, right? I love this game. And I'm
I
like,
know.
There sure is something for everybody, isn't there?
It's hilarious because it's like My Heroes Unlimited for a lot of people, which is really cool. And the game is objectively not the greatest, and it sure makes for good recording. Like
it does, and I do think it's interesting, like the number of powers that are in there, and like the way that they tried to do this, and like I think. This is one of the beauties of System Mastery as a show, too, for anybody who hasn't listened, is their ability to kind of take a game that's really bad and look at it and say, okay, like what in here is usable and what did we bring forward and all that kind of stuff. And so some of these older games I look at and I'm like, this is garbage. But also, like, we recently covered a really good superhero role-playing game that was all rolling on random tables. You know, so like those things have carried forward into really good games. It's just they're unpolished, maybe. Like we've learned a lot of lessons in game design and come a long way. It's the difference between playing, an Xbox game and playing Oregon Trail. Like they're just not the same.
It's not at all. Yeah, it's wild. And like, I get it. And I see the bones of a decent experience playing this game. And it's interesting examining a bad, quote unquote, bad game and trying to see it through the lens of, modern game design.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is that we're looking at a lot of these games with these modern sensibilities, and that just wasn't how things were done. Yeah, absolutely. That's just, we have this, depth and breadth of knowledge that didn't exist yet. Exactly.
So yeah, no, I'm excited. The discussion was great. So next week you'll get some great discussion about this. But I probably had an emotional breakdown during the recording of the character creation, but I think it was worth it.
But you grew as a person from your struggle.
I grew as a person. Yes. Now I'm in.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I've gotten past denial, and now I'm in the acceptance stage of,
of Marvel superheroes. I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of your growth.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
So, with all that out of the way.
So yeah, call to action. So we got a few things
Sorry.
to. I know. So a quick reminder to check out the 2 games that we recently covered on Spotlight episodes that are still crowdfunding. Yazeba's Bread and Breakfast and Deimos Academy are both still going. Both fully funded, both going towards stretch goals. We have links in the show notes for both of those, so absolutely check them out.
We are taking questions for a special anniversary Q&A, and we would really like your questions. We did this after our first year. We haven't really directly taken questions like on air since then. So we'd really love to hear from you. If you want another look at what has changed since the beginning, you can also go back and check out our re-recording of our session or of our episode 0 at the top of the feed. We had a ton of fun looking back on that one and showing the difference between what we thought the show would be and what it is now and how we've grown. So if you want to go take a listen to that, you absolutely can. But if you have questions, you can find our submission form at questions.charactercreationcast.com.
Absolutely. Another thing that we're in need of aside from questions is reviews. We are currently out of reviews, unfortunately. I know a lot of you have left some really amazing reviews over the years. And honestly, we'll probably start reading through those again at some point because I'm sure we've forgotten a lot of what's happened, in the last 4 years.
I was thinking about this as like sometimes when we ask for reviews, it feels like an NPR fund drive.
Yeah.
Like where it's like, okay, I know that it's like the 6 people that are going to do it already did it. And so now I'm appealing to like the people that aren't, and like people that aren't, hey, listen up. I'd really like you to. But I also feel bad for the people that already did and we're just like repeating this message. Like send us reviews and they're like, I already did.
For the people that left us reviews on iTunes already, Podchaser is doing their reviews for good again this month.
Awesome.
So April, you can leave a review on Podchaser. And for every review that you leave for a podcast, they donate a certain amount of money to a charity. And then if the podcast hosts, that's us, replies to that review, they match it again.
Nice. And we do get email notifications when those are added there. So we will be sure to reply.
I'm pretty diligent about replying as well. So definitely leave us some great reviews and we'll read them out here. But also you'll be helping out some good folks out there that are really in need of some assistance because, we're not in the after times yet. And, any sorts of charities that are out there right now are going to be even more helpful.
Absolutely. You can check out a recent bonus episode that I did, where I made characters in Weird Scouts with my kids. That is over on the One Shot Patreon feed. Weird Scouts is a fun, you play scouts in like a magical forest. It's super fun. So you can find that on the Patreon feed. You can become a patron at patreon.com/oneshotpodcast. If you listen to that and all of our backlog and our new episode 0, and you're still in need of Character Creation Cast content after that, you can check out the playlist that I've been making for some of our old episodes. And hopefully that will fill your heart with warm Character Creation Cast goodness until next week.
Absolutely. Yeah. And gosh, we're coming up on Series 50. So it's going to
be a good one.
It's going to be good. We're going to be recording that soon. And I am thrilled to see how that one turns out.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned, everybody. And thanks so much for sticking with us through, both this game, of course, and the last 4 years. We will be back next week with discussion with Jef and Jon about Marvel superheroes and probably some fanfic. And
maybe some therapy for Ryan.
It's a little bit of therapy. What's interesting is we're going to be actually playing these characters, and you'll be able to hear that in May during Jeff Stormer's superhero-themed charity drive. So looking forward to that as well.
So for once, we must suffer the consequences.
Exactly. But next week, join us for the discussion. Until then, be safe, drink some water, get vaccinated, relax your shoulders, and keep making those amazing people. We'll see you next time. Character Creation Cast is a production of the One Shot Podcast Network and can be found online at www.charactercreationcast.com. Head to the website to get more information on our hosts, this show, and even our press kit. Character Creation Cast can also be found on Twitter at CreationCast or on our Discord server at discord.charactercreationcast.com. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Bolter, and I can be found on Twitter at Lord Neptune or online at lordneptune.com. Our other host, Amelia Antrim, can be found on Twitter at Ginger Reckoning. Music for this episode is used with a Creative Commons license or with permission from the podcast they originated from. Further information can be found within the show notes. Our main theme music is Hero Remix by Steve Combs and is used with a Creative Commons license. This podcast is owned by us under Creative Commons. This episode was edited by Ryan Bolter. Further information for the game systems used and today's guests can be found in the show notes. If you'd like to leave us a rating or review, we have links to various review platforms out there, including Apple Podcasts, in our show notes. Also, check the show notes for links to our other projects. Thanks for joining us, and remember, we find that the best part of any role-playing game is character creation. So go out there and create some amazing people. We will see you next time.
Now we gotta read some show blurbs.
Show blurbs.
Show blurbs.
Show blurbs.
Show blurbs.
Character Creation Cast is hosted by the One Shot Podcast Network. If you enjoyed our show, visit oneshotpodcast.com, where you'll find other great shows like A Horror Borealis.
A Horror Borealis is an actual play Monster of the Week podcast set in the 1990s in the fictional town of Revenant, Alaska, just south of the nation's least visited national park and way north of everything else. A reclusive small game hunter with a magical secret, a young anarchist librarian with a passion for conspiracy theory, and a sensible park ranger with a strong local book club following find themselves pulled together by common threads woven mysteriously into their past when monsters begin plaguing their tiny community. But they soon discover the things they're fighting run much deeper and much closer to home. Tune in for a story about identity, empathy, community, mental illness, and healing, and stay for the beloved local diner.